Today we'll be playing more of the Dark Souls 2 DLC. First things first, before we actually dive back into continuing through the DLC, we're gonna go back to Majula because I have 60,000 souls and I do not want to risk losing those. If the last two episodes on top of the lost episode that got corrupted are anything to go by, well then, you know, dying is just kind of my thing so far in this DLC. It doesn't matter how big, small, hard, or easy the enemy is, I'm gonna find a way to die. In the lost episode, I'm gonna call it, I died at least 25 times in that episode, and that is not a joke. Honestly, I plan on doing a New Game Plus run at some point, so I think I'm just gonna use the Throne Watcher and Throne Defender soul. I don't have any other use for them. Honestly, I end up doing that in every Souls game. I really don't care about the boss weapons. I'd rather consume the soul and get some more levels. No, I am literally just 3,000 short of being able to level up again. Dang it, I do not want to run around with all of that. I literally don't have any other souls on me that I could use either. I do have 6 bonfire aesthetics though. I ought to start utilizing those. I have 4 soul of a giant. I don't know what that does. I mean, I'll use it. I just don't want like any more than 10 or 15k souls on me. I mean, even that's kind of like pushing it a bit. How many souls am I left with now? 12,000? See, now I'm running into the same issue. I feel like I could be using those somehow. Do I have anything else on me that'll give me souls in any capacity? Whatever, I guess I'll just be holding on to 12,000 souls in this episode. But at the very least, my vigor's all the way up at 47, so that's good for me because Lord knows I need all the vigor I can get. Alright, now if I'm gonna be 100% honest, I really don't have any idea how I'm supposed to be progressing forward from here. In last night's episode, we took on the optional area Cave of the Dead and we defeated the boss there, so now we need to take the mandatory path, but the thing is, this area is kind of a maze, so I'm guaranteeing that at least half of this episode is gonna be me just adventuring around and trying to find my way, honestly. What am I saying? That's how literally all of these Souls episodes go. I mean, my sense of direction is just absolutely terrible. I finally found out what I could use all those souls on. I could go back and buy some life gems. I mean, it's a little late now, but if I end up dying, I think we'll go back and use those. It's honestly been so long since I've done a DS2 playthrough, I forget what I need in order to level up my SS flask. Not to hold more, but just so then it does more healing per flask. I think I'm gonna look up some guides later and go back through the base game and see which ones I missed, because obviously in this playthrough, like, this save is still a New Game 0. I've already defeated the final boss. Like, this playthrough is essentially finished. All I have to do left is the DLC, so I'm just gonna go through the entirety of the base game and pick up all of the SS upgrades that I can. I mean, I talk about doing that, and I say I'm gonna do that, but knowing me, I'm gonna get lazy, or I'm just gonna forget, and it's not gonna happen anyway, so I don't even know why I'm saying this in the first place. I have a bad tendency of doing that. I tell myself I'll go out and farm and do these important things that could help me in RPGs, but then I never end up doing it. I just brute forcing quite literally everything. Alright, so we're back in the Dragon Sanctum, so I'm pretty sure the way that we're supposed to go is this way. However, there's a bunch of chests in here, and after the gang fight that I took on yesterday, I feel like if I was able to take on those 3 bosses all at once, I'll probably be able to take on these 2 guys in here. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but if I can just get a cheeky little backstab off on this one. Oh my gosh, I literally took him out immediately, and this guy, he's not even aggroed on me. Can I just gonna sneak up behind you? Hey, don't mind me, buddy. I'm not here. Buffasian boy, gotta stay real quiet. Oh no, he's on me. Wait, we still got a backstab off on him anyway, and there we go. Two of my most feared enemies in this area just knocked out instantly by a backstab. Is there anything actually good in these chests? Oh, a Titanite slab? I don't know what the max weapon level is in this game. My greatsword is at a plus 10 right now. If that can go any higher, like if I still have to use a Titanite slab to upgrade mine a bit higher, I think I'll use that. If you couldn't tell, I'm not very versed in Dark Souls 2. Like, I'm not too knowledgeable about it. I've done maybe like 3 playthroughs of this game in total. 2 on Scholar, 1 on Vanilla. Katarina helm. Wait a minute, is that the Onion Knight helmet? No way, I actually have the Onion Knight helmet. That is sick. I'm not gonna use it because I'm pretty sure it's gonna weigh too much and it's gonna make me fat roll if I wear it, but that's still just so sick. Anything good in this final chest? A destructive great arrow. We got 50 of them. Weapon ahead, but I can't take this. Wait, what? I don't think I've been out this way yet. I don't think so. Can I just... Oh, this is usually where, like, the one guy would be shooting at me from. Yeah, you're a pain in the ass, my friend. Where did all of these guys come from? Like, I really don't understand where all these people come from. I'm getting shot by mages. It's gonna be one of those episodes, ain't it? The only thing I hate about this is the fact that I have to do this same spooky drop every single time. I hate doing this drop because the hitboxes are so janky in this game that even when you're just trying to, like, simply traverse an area, you're not guaranteed to land where you want. If anything, most times when you try to drop onto somewhere, the game thinks that you fell when in reality you should have landed on the platform and you end up just falling to your death anyway. I also just realized that as much as I don't want to, I'm gonna have to go back to that same tight little room that we were just in because there's about 18,000 souls sitting there that I wasn't able to spend. I hope we find another bonfire soon. Like I said, having to stop and kill all these enemies every single time. This is where I got stuck in the lost episode. Oh no, I'm not dead again. There goes my 19,000 souls. I'm literally going to scream. These guys with the spears are literally the biggest pain in the fuck. Of all the enemies that I wish just like wouldn't exist right now, these are it. Like I hate all of these guys with a passion. Nobody likes you. Nobody wants you here. Just go the fuck. I'm still salty about that. That's 19,000 souls I could have spent on life gems. My life gems are getting really low. I'm gonna have to stock up with them whether I want to or not. Honestly, the spears wouldn't be so bad if they didn't have shields, because this would be like a clear opening, but like sometimes they like block real quick after and it's just annoying. Yeah, then they start healing. I just hate spear enemies in Souls games, period. Like, they have such long range. Sometimes it feels unfair how long their range is. Especially in DS2 where hitboxes aren't where they should be and they're like 500 feet away from where the character is. You can roll and be like a whole football yard away from an enemy, and if they did a grab attack, even though you're on the other end of the field, it'll still register as a grab anyway. So if I learned anything about this area, it's that you don't even want to mess with these enemies. You just keep moving and you don't look back. Now, if I remember correctly, yeah, there's a giant hole in the floor. Now, this is where I kind of got lost last time, because if I go down there, all the bug enemies are gonna make my durability on my weapon go doo-doo. And if I go in here, there's a bunch of these ghost enemies, and I never found the bodies to actually bring them back to life, and there's like one of those black mages on top, so I'm screwed all around right here. I'm not even gonna mess with any of them. I'm just gonna climb up this ladder. I'm gonna hope I don't get hit by the mage, and I'm just gonna go for it. Just block the mage to the best of my ability. I'm really trying here. This mage sucks. Not only is she a pain when you first walk into this area because she can blast you before you can even see her, but then once you do climb this ladder, there's really not anything you can do here. Even if you're a ranged character, she's gonna get a hit off on you. It's just inevitable. And then when you're like me and you're using this big, chunky, slow greatsword, well, then you're just guaranteed to get screwed. Come on, just hit it with the R2. At least now she's dead and I don't have to worry about her. But wait, no, I fell back down here and now the ghosts are all over me. This area is just a mess, honestly. And I'm dead. Yes, we love the ghost knights. I love this area. I'm suppressing all of my rage right now, but if I would let it out, it would look a little something like me snapping my DS2 disc in half and me putting my controller into a blender and turning it into a smoothie. I absolutely hate this area. I hate the enemies. I hate the enemy placements. I hate the fact that I have to fight all these same goddamn enemies every fucking time I want to get back into the area. Like I said, I'm trying to suppress my rage, but it's starting to show a little bit. I'm getting really annoyed. It's weird, in any other Souls game, like having to fight the same enemy a couple times, it's really not, you know, it's not too bad, but there's something about DS2 where it just pisses you off extra. I don't know if it's the combat, how slow the combat is, but there's just something about it. It really pisses me off. Here's the plan. I'm gonna sprint for dear life. I'm gonna get into that same room. I'm gonna go behind the mage. I'm gonna make her my bitch, and then I'm just gonna keep running. I won't stop until I find where I'm supposed to go. I don't care what it takes. I don't care if I die more over it. I'm gonna find where I'm supposed to go, and I'm not letting go with the circle button. It worked in Elden Ring, it worked in Bloodborne, kind of. It's gonna work here. I'm just annoyed at being here. I've been stuck here for 3 episodes, and I refuse to do it anymore, so this is what I'm gonna do. I call this the buff Asian boy strategy. It's when you're sick of a game and you want it to be over, so you just hard sprint. I mean, it's working so far. This is the easiest time I've had getting past the mages and knights so far. We wait for an opening, we hard sprint, we dodge, we get behind the mage, and just like that, we hit it with the old R2. The one time, I think that is the one time where the janky DS2 mechanic of you swinging where you don't want to swing actually worked for me, because clearly in any other situation, it wouldn't have made me like hit the mage if this was any other Souls game, but thanks to the janky DS2 mechanics, that hit actually landed. So GG DS2. Once again, I'm lost, I'm poisoned, and I don't know if I actually have any poison moss. Hello? I have so many items in my inventory, I just want poison moss. Is this poison moss? I think this is poison moss. I'm stuck in a corner. I didn't consent to this. Please just back up. Like, please get stun locked or die or something. Why? Why? This DLC has been a mix of emotions for me. One second I'm loving it, the next I am despising it. And it's weird, the one area and boss everyone hates, the Cave of the Dead and the trio gang fight, I loved that. I don't know why, for I should have hated that. Every Souls player in existence hates that area and that boss, and for some reason I absolutely adored it. And then the main area that people consider to not be too bad, I'm struggling with. And now I'm back fighting the same enemies over and over and over again. And does the DS2 DLC not follow the same mechanics of base game DS2 where they despawn? Because I have fought these guys more than 12 times. I can guarantee you that. I'm sorry if this episode just sounds like a whole lot of bitching, but I mean, well, that's because that's exactly what it is. When I have something to bitch about, I'm going to bitch. I feel like everybody that watches this channel on a regular basis just kind of knows that by this point, but if you're new, this is what I do. I get angry about things and I bitch. Not every video is like that. Sometimes I'm happy, sometimes I'm praising the game, but more times than not, I'm bitching about something. But to be honest, I think this is one of those examples where I'm actually justified in doing so. Actually, you know what? Most of the time, I would say I'm justified in my bitching, sometimes not. I will admit, sometimes I kind of take an L and I bitch about things I shouldn't be bitching about. But I truly believe this is one of those times where I am justified in doing so. I also love how in this room right here, you don't have an option besides to take damage because— oh wow, I fell off the ladder. Now, what is this area? I really don't understand this. There's another switch right there, but I'm not even gonna take the time to hit it right now. I gotta move. I refuse to go back down there and hit that switch until I find the bodies that correlate to those ghosts so I can actually fight them fairly. Once more, go ahead, sprint, and dodge behind the mage. Hit it with the R1, hit it with one more R1. And then right here, I don't have to fight any of these guys. Oh wait, I already hit that switch before, so I'm just gonna keep hard sprinting. Actually, now that I think of it, I think this— oh wait, was I in here before? I have no idea. I think these are all of the bodies that correlate to the ghost people that I've been seeing around here, so I'm just gonna whack all of these. Alright, I'm pretty sure I destroyed them all, so if I see any more ghosts around here, I swear to God. I think my biggest thing at this point is I just have no idea where to go. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going, where I should be going, so I'm just kind of mindlessly wandering around and hoping for the best here. Hit that switch. Does that— oh wait, it's opening the door back here. Does this lead to anything important? Hello? Got a chest in here. I mean, I'm about to die for this chest, honestly, but iframes, be with me. I know I'm gonna die, and that's okay. I want the item in here. If the game would let me. Homie, the chest was open. I was clicking X. You could have at least given me the chance to get the fuck— I don't want to fight all these enemies again. It'd be great if I could actually experience the DLC, but instead I'm just stuck here fighting these same enemies time and time again. DS2 is probably the most conflicted I've ever felt while playing a video game. Not just during the base game, but also during the DLC. And hey, at the very least, the bridge enemies have despawned, so I guess I hadn't fought them 12 times. I guess that last time was the 12th time, but at least I never have to deal with them again, I guess. So you know what? Maybe things will be a bit more bearable now. Maybe I can actually stay in this area now. Pretty sad when they have a mechanic in place because they know that their game design was terrible and there was way too many enemies, so they needed a way to combat that. I just think that it's hilarious. This time, I'm gonna go down, hard sprint to the chest. Hopefully that door is still open. The door is still open and my souls are in there. I don't want to die. Please don't kill me. Just open the chest, open the chest, open the chest, open the chest. No. Iframes were not with me. Why? I was lied to. I was told the DLC is the best that Dark Souls 2 has to offer, and so far this just— I'm not impressed. The first part was actually pretty cool. I liked hitting the pillars and discovering new areas. I thought that was really fun, and I still like the whole concept of like the environmental puzzles, like hitting the switches. Like, I think that part's like really cool. The only thing dragging this down for me is all the enemy spam and like ganks everywhere, dude. I understand, like, you know, every Souls game has enemies throughout its areas, but even in the toughest of Souls games, there's not an enemy in every single area, and furthermore, there's not a whole gank of enemies in every single room of every single area. But for some reason, Dark Souls 2, including the DLC, just has this strange obsession with throwing enemies at you left, right, and center, giving you no opportunity to do anything else besides fight them. And that may not sound like a bad thing, considering this is like an action RPG, but you gotta remember, man, this is a Souls game. These enemies ain't easy by any means, and it takes a lot of time to get these enemies down, so you spend more time just fighting gank after gank after gank, instead of actually progressing through the DLC like you would want to. Like, sure, fighting is fun. I like fighting enemies, but I don't like fighting these annoying gangs full of black mages and archers and whatever all this BS is. But whatever, the game wants to waste my time, then I guess I'll play it that way. I'll just, you know, waste my time fighting these same enemies over and over until I die to some other BS in this area. That other way didn't really seem like it took me anywhere, so I'll go out this way. I'm pretty sure one of these routes took me out to the DLC, but the thing is, I can't remember which way that was. Not the DLC, the cave of the optional area, you know what I mean. Wait, have I? Wait, no, I just ran in one giant circle. What the heck? Lever ahead, therefore try projectile. Oh, wait, there's like a giant thing up there. Okay, so can I— people were telling me I can still use my bow even if I don't meet the stats. So just pull back and hit it. What did that open? Did it open anything? Wait, I hit the— there's nothing here. Try sniper spot. Wait, there's another thing in here. I'm so confused with what's going on here. There's just a bunch of random switches everywhere. I don't know what these are actually activating. Maybe the one that I hit that was like on the ceiling, maybe that opened up that one door that seemed like it couldn't be opened before. I'm gonna go check that out. Wait, no, I'm stupid. That's right, because I came up here thinking that this was like it tricked my brain. I thought that was a door that couldn't be opened or something. So I was thinking that the lever that I just hit opened this up, but then I forgot that I've already been in here and this wasn't actually a door and this was just like a linear hallway. So in other words, I'm kind of stuck right now and I have no idea where to go. This place kind of seems like a maze, so if I should look up a guide, let me know and I'll do that, because otherwise, dude, I'm literally just running in circles. If there's something I ran past that's like really simple, please let me know, but otherwise, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing. This DLC just pain in my ass right now. Anyway, I'm sorry for not getting anything done in this episode, but I can't figure this out, dude. I don't think I've ever been so confused while playing a Souls game. Like, this is so confusing. I've taken so many different paths, but like, none of them lead anywhere. Anyway, as always, a shout out to the patrons and channel members, comments, Fagram, Liberty Tab, Big Daddy Maddie, Chalupasaurus Rex, Razak, Polar, Ray, Webster, Lamas, Bianca, Spiritory, Drippy Croissant, Mellow Lasking, Computer Magic, Mason Irving, Teacher Y15, Flim71, Aaron Reynolds, and Unknown. Thank you guys for watching. Have an amazing day. Stay beautiful. I love you all. And remember, don't go hollow. Peace.